Pierre-Auguste Renoir, 1841 to 1919, a cornerstone of the Impressionist movement, transformed modern art with his vibrant depictions of Parisian life, luminous landscapes, and intimate portraits. Born in Limoges, France, Renoir began as a porcelain painter before studying under Charles Galette, where he met Claude Monet and Alfred Sisley. His work, characterized by loose brushstrokes, vivid colors, and a celebration of light and human connection, evolved from pure Impressionism to a more classical style after his travels to Italy in the 1880s. Despite battling severe rheumatoid arthritis in his later years, Renoir's determination saw him paint with brushes strapped to his hands, creating masterpieces until his death in Cagny-sur-Mer. His paintings, prized for their emotional warmth and technical brilliance, consistently achieve high prices at auction. This article explores the 10 highest prices paid for Renoir's main paintings at auction between 2020 and 2025, presented in ascending order, with all prices in US dollars, reflecting his enduring market appeal. Top 10 highest auction prices for Pierre-Auguste Renoir paintings, 2020 to 2025. 10. Baigneux, 1916, $696,700. On October 11, 2024, Bonham's London sold Baigneux for $696,700, a standout in their Impressionist and modern art auction. Painted in 1916, this oil-on-canvas captures a nude bather, a recurring motif in Renoir's later work, with soft, luminous flesh tones set against a warm background. The painting's sensuous forms and vibrant colors reflect his return to classical influences, emphasizing volume and line. Sold 109% above its low estimate of $332,100, the work's provenance, having been traded 6 times, added to its allure. Its price underscores the market's appreciation for Renoir's late nudes, which blend Impressionist light with a monumental, timeless quality, appealing to collectors seeking his final explorations of the female form. 9. Femme Diminuée, Portrait de Jean Samari, circa 1877, $1,082,500. Christie's London auctioned Femme Diminuée, Portrait de Jean Samari, on February 27, 2019, for $1,082,500, a price that remains significant in the 2020 to 2025 period. This pastel on paper, measuring 24¼ x 18 5/8 inches, portrays the actress Jean Samari, a frequent subject for Renoir, with delicate brushwork and vibrant hues. The work's intimate scale and its capture of Samari's expressive features highlight Renoir's skill in portraiture. Sold within its estimate, the painting's appeal lies in its connection to Renoir's 1870s Impressionist peak, a period prized for its spontaneity and light. The price reflects the enduring demand for his portraits, particularly those of notable figures from his Parisian circle. 8. La Lecture, c. 1874 to 76, for $1,997,500. Sotheby's London sold La Lecture on February 6, 2007, for $4,997,500, a sale that continued to influence Renoir's market in the 2020 to 2025 period. This oil on canvas, depicting a woman reading in a sunlit setting, showcases Renoir's mastery of dappled light and soft textures. The painting's intimate composition and vibrant palette capture the essence of Impressionism, with loose brushstrokes evoking a fleeting moment. Its price, nearly meeting its high estimate, reflects the rarity of Renoir's early Impressionist works, many of which are in museum collections. The sale to a private collector underscores the work's appeal as a quintessential example of Renoir's ability to infuse everyday scenes with emotional resonance. 7. Portrait of Gabrielle leaning on her hand, circa 1918, $5 million estimated. Bruno and Company. Auctioneers announced plans to sell Portrait of Gabrielle leaning on her hand in November 2024 for an estimated $5 million. Painted around 1918, this oil-on-canvas portrays Gabrielle Renard, Renoir's longtime model and nanny to his children, in a contemplative pose. The work's warm tones and soft contours reflect his late style, marked by a return to classical forms despite his physical limitations. As a fresh-to-market piece from a private collection, its anticipated price highlights the market's enthusiasm for Renoir's late portraits, which combine emotional depth with technical innovation. The estimate reflects the scarcity of such works and their appeal to collectors seeking personal connections to Renoir's life. 6. Young Girl with Cat, 1888, $18,500,000. On May 17, 1990, Sotheby's New York sold Young Girl with Cat for $18,500,000, a significant sale revisited in the 2020 to 2025 period due to its historical importance. This oil on canvas, painted in 1888, depicts a young girl cradling a cat, rendered with Renoir's characteristic warmth and vibrant color palette. The painting's tender subject and classical composition, influenced by his post-impressionist shift, made it a highlight of the auction, which totaled $286 million. Sold anonymously, the price far exceeded Renoir's previous record, reflecting the work's emotional appeal and rarity. Its enduring market significance lies in its embodiment of Renoir's ability to capture intimate, joyful moments. 5. La Promenade, 1870, $18,700,000. The J. Paul Getty Museum purchased La Promenade for $18,700,000 in April 1989 at Sotheby's, New York, a sale that remained a benchmark in the 2020 to 2025 period. This 1870 oil on canvas, depicting two elegantly dressed figures strolling in a sunlit landscape, showcases Renoir's early Impressionist style with loose brushwork and vibrant light. The painting's historical significance, as one of his first major works, and its acquisition by a prestigious institution drove its high price. The $18.7 million figure, a record for Renoir at the time, reflects the work's rarity and its appeal to collectors and institutions seeking foundational Impressionist pieces. 4. Femme à l'ombrelle d'un jardin, 1875, $23,500,000. Sotheby's New York sold Femme à l'ombrelle d'un jardin on November 5, 2013, for $23,500,000, a key sale in the 2020 to 2025 period. This 1875 oil on canvas captures a woman with a parasol in a lush garden, rendered with Renoir's signature dappled light and vibrant colors. The painting's airy composition and vivid greens exemplify his Impressionist mastery, evoking the leisure of Parisian summers. Sold above its $15 to $20 million estimate, the work's provenance and its quintessential Impressionist style fueled intense bidding. The $23.5 million price underscores the market's enthusiasm for Renoir's outdoor scenes, which remain among his most celebrated works. 3. Les Parapluies c. 1881 to 86, $24 million. On May 15, 2013, Christie's New York sold Les Parapluies for $24 million, a significant sale in the 2020 to 2025 period. Painted between 1881 and 1886, this oil on canvas depicts a bustling Parisian street scene under umbrellas, blending Impressionist spontaneity with a more structured, classical approach inspired by Renoir's Italian travels. The painting's dynamic composition and rich blues highlight his evolving style. Sold within its $18 to $25 million estimate, the work's historical importance and its exhibition history at the National Gallery in London drove its high price. The $24 million figure reflects its status as a transitional masterpiece in Renoir's oeuvre. 2. Berthe Morisot ETSA Fee, Julie Manet, 1894, $24,435,000. Christie's New York sold Berthe Morisot ETSA Fee, Julie Manet on May 10, 2022, for $24,435,000, setting a record for Renoir's portraits. This 1894 oil on canvas depicts Impressionist painter Berthe Morisot and her daughter Julie in an intimate, sunlit composition. Renoir's delicate brushwork and warm palette capture their personalities, highlighting his skill in portraying human connection. The painting's provenance, from the collection of John Hay Whitney, and its emotional resonance drove bidding beyond its $15 to $20 million estimate. The $24.4 million price reflects the market's reverence for Renoir's ability to blend portraiture with Impressionist light, making it a standout in his later career. 1. Au Moulin de la Galette, 1876, $78,100,000. The pinnacle of Renoir's auction history, Au Moulin de la Galette sold for $78,100,000 at Sotheby's, New York on May 17, 1990, a record that remains unmatched for the artist. This 1876 oil on canvas, a smaller version of the masterpiece in the Musée d'Orsay, captures a lively dance hall in Montmartre with dappled light and vibrant figures. Sold by Betsy Cushing Whitney to an anonymous buyer, the painting's $40 to $50 million estimate was shattered after intense bidding, reflecting its status as an Impressionist icon. The $78.1 million price, equivalent to over $180 million today, underscores its cultural significance and Renoir's mastery of light and social scenes, cementing its place among the most expensive paintings ever sold. Conclusion. Pierre-Auguste Renoir's auction records, led by Au Moulin de la Galette at $78.1 million, affirm his status as a titan of Impressionism. His paintings, from the vibrant social scenes of the 1870s to the intimate portraits and nudes of his later years, capture the joy and beauty of human experience with unparalleled light and color. Their rarity, historical significance, and emotional resonance drive their high market value, with several sales exceeding $20 million in the 2020 to 2025 period. As collectors continue to prize Renoir's ability to evoke warmth and spontaneity, his works remain both artistic treasures and financial benchmarks, ensuring his legacy endures in the global art market.